Hey guys, it's Megan. Welcome back to the library and another video. There's a lot of stuff going on in the library right now, like between contests. I've got different classes coming tomorrow. Tomorrow's actually gonna be crazy, and I've got everything set up and thought I would just show you everything that's going on in the library right now. Okay, so as you walk in the doors, the first thing that's going on, oh, I finished this. This is exciting. What should I read next? I used that Kelsey Bogan. I think she's a librarian from the Don't Shush Me website, maybe. I could be wrong. Anyway, I'll try to remember to link down below where I got these. I got these templates, and you can see it goes forever. Dark Disturbing books, you know, top romantasy, and it tells where in our library exactly that these are. And it goes, there's a lot of pages. It kind of goes forever. I mean, not all of them, but I'd eventually want to get some more. This was a long project though, because we had to see which books, you know, she already had ones in here on her template, and we had to delete the ones that we didn't have. So my TAs actually looked those up in our catalog, left them blank, and then I had to go through and add new ones and put where they are. So, you know, it took a while, but that is done. So that's exciting. We have some random coloring sheets because my TAs like to print out coloring sheets. Now over here, tomorrow I have seniors coming for class visits, and they're going to stay the entire visit for the very first time ever. Usually they only stay half a block, but they're staying for 85 minutes. And in those 85 minutes, we're going to do library stations. They have a choice of stations. We're going to go to 3 stations tomorrow. They don't have to do book checkout. Like if they already have a book at home, their teacher lets them read something they already have. Yeah, each station will be 20 minutes because we're also going to do like a little thing at the beginning and end. So they can choose to have free reading time, like in the corner back there. I've got little signs for where the stations are. They can go back there and read in the corner, and we're only allowing 4 people like to do that station at a time. They can work on the previous month's like reading project right here. I believe at this table is where I stuck it. Yep. They can just sit here and work. I had to kind of keep them contained onto one side of the library, which is why those stations are kind of close together, because of reasons you'll see in a minute when we get over to the other side of the library. Station 4 is watch book trailers. So right here on the big screen, I have made a playlist of 5 book trailers. They're about like 3 to 4 minutes each. And they have to write it down in their little interactive notebooks that they do for their English classes. And they have to write down like if they're interested in the book and kind of like what star rating they would give it. And I tried to find ones like Project Hail Mary and stuff that's also a TV show, My Best Friend's Exorcism, things like that, so I could show the official trailer, and it would probably be interesting to the kids. So I just made a playlist, and it'll just play kind of automatically. Like Explore the Library Catalog, I put that station right here. So at this one, they're just going to go to the library catalog. Obviously, there we go. They're going to Google, or I'll log in with Google, obviously. Have fun exploring the catalog and try to find 3 books that they might want to read, and then they're going to fill it out right here with the title, author, and call number. Oh, I am trying to zoom in and out. And then their teacher wants to meet with them. So that's going to be station 6. She is forcing everybody to go to that station. They do have to go to that station. She's just going to talk to every single one of them about their grades and their missing assignments and stuff like that. But she's going to do like 10 kids at a time, I think, at that one, to make sure to get through everybody, since they're only going to 3 stations. So technically this one and book checkout can have more than 4 people per station. The rest are just going to have 4 per station. And finally, the scavenger hunt is the last one, which I'll show you up here. I'm very proud of my Hispanic Heritage Month scavenger hunt. I mean, ChatGPT definitely helped. But right here, here's our little sign. If you complete the scavenger hunt, you can come and spin the prize wheel. I'll show you my new prizes. So this is station 7 if they would like to come do it. So here's how to play. They just grab this piece of paper and they follow the clues around the library. They have to write down something they learned at every single station and then return to me and show me this to get their prize. So clue 1 is right here. So it'll tell you a fact, usually about an author. I think a couple are historical people that I put in the a nonfiction book about, and they have to go find her book over in the verse novels. And when they do, I'll just show you, there is another clue. They're going to find clue number 2. Actually, technically clue number 6 is over here too, but they can't get that one yet. So they go way over here and they find her book. Maybe they'll actually check it out. And then it's going to tell you about clue number 2 and then tell you where to go next. So that is our little scavenger hunt. If they complete it, then they can come up here to me and they can spin the prize wheel. We redid the prize wheel this year because I wasn't too happy with the prizes that I had on there before. So I thought, you know, I can change it. So now we have stickers. We try to do some low priced items and a few higher priced items. Stickers are cheap, obviously. Book power bank, that thing's like 20 bucks. So I hope nobody lands on that for a while. A book lunchbox, I bought these things with my Scholastic dollars from the book fair. Candy, more stickers, that's on there twice. Halloween book cup. It's really cute. It says like books, but it spells boo. It's like a ghost. I don't know. It's cute. Book shirt, a knick-knack, 2 different knickknacks on there. I've just got random stuff, little tiny things, and a book of your choice because I'm giving away lots of the weeded books, which I put here, and on the other side down there, on the opposite side of that thing, there are more weeded books. So they can just pick one and take one for free. So that is going to be for tomorrow's activity. Now, while that is going on, we are simultaneously having a class on this side of the library for at least 2 of our 4 blocks tomorrow, where they're going to be using items from the makerspace to make something about the play The Crucible. And I just pulled out, like, they actually have to make a little puppet thing and write about like what it symbolizes in the play for their English class. They're juniors. And so I got out like the 3D pens, and because that room is tiny, that's the makerspace room. They can't all fit in there, obviously. There's some big classes, like 20 to 30 kids. So I just kind of got out what they might need. Like they definitely might want yarn. I have like knitting needles and crochet hooks if anybody knows how to use them. I have clay, and I have a little toaster oven to bake it in so they could make their little figurine out of this stuff. I have cardstock if they need it for anything. I've got a ton of Lego robotics kits, so I thought, you know, they could be high-tech and make their little puppet out of something high-tech, a little robot. Then I've got like origami paper, hot glue guns, paint sticks, you know, markers. I've got more of everything in that room. I just didn't bring it all out here until they need it, which me trying to coordinate the activity on the other side of the library and this side of the library kind of at the same time is going to be interesting. I'm not going to be able to help these people as much, obviously, but I can kind of, my goal tomorrow is just wander around and help everybody, I suppose. So yeah, this is like, you know, random stuff in a bucket or basket, just the most random of supplies for sure. This is all like donated stuff, like just random pieces of gold, quilling stuff. I don't even know if they might find a use for it in some way, shape, or form. Newspapers. I've got a ton of like fabric and lace that they might use. There's like strips of fabric down in some of these that they could use, so that could be handy. And then cardboard boxes with these little make-do cutting tools, because they could definitely make something out of cardboard and paint it. I even have this random old, like these scraps of wood. I don't know what they would do with it, but kids are creative, so you never know. So that's what's going on that side of the library. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There's a lot. Oh, well, I could show you this too. The last thing that's going on, well, I say last, I guess there's a bunch of things. I did just get a huge book order in. I say huge, it doesn't even look that big, but I did get $700 worth of books and then another $200 from Follett. So I've got a lot of books, $900 worth to deal with. And so these are books that need to be like processed, cataloged. I didn't have time to do an unboxing because I've got kids begging for all of this manga. Me trying to catch up on all these manga series is pretty crazy. And then a few of these. And then I actually did put a whole bunch of books on the new arrivals shelf down there today. I also printed out these little overdue notices to give out tomorrow to all of the classes that come. This is the teachers' classes, like all the kids' current checkouts and stuff. This is my crazy schedule. I did buy the new library planner from Dimco. So this is the one you can buy there. It's specifically for school libraries. I really buy it every year. I really enjoy it. Mostly I just do this. I just kind of plan out the day, but then I also use, you know, my computer to plan out my day as well. So this is a really random video. I just felt like there was so much going on and that tomorrow just, you know, wish me luck because I've never had this many people doing this many things ever in the library at once. I've never tried stations. I had a bad dream one night about the stations in the library, that the teacher was there and that I could not get the kids to listen to the directions. And one of the kids in the class was Johnny Depp, and he would not stop talking to somebody about the suit he was wearing. He's like, this is an Armani suit. He was like trying to tell him about the brand and stuff. And he's like, he would not listen to me. And I was like, Johnny Depp, you still have to listen to me. Just because you're Johnny Depp, you got to listen to the instructions. And the teacher that was actually coming tomorrow, she grabbed the microphone from me. Oh, the microphone. I need to use my microphone tomorrow. I have a microphone for the library. That would actually be really handy. Anyway, she grabbed it from me and she's like, okay, Johnny Depp, you know, listen up. Everybody, here's how this is going to work with these stations. I don't even know. So I told the teacher about my dream and I've been stressing about it ever since. And that's been like 2 weeks ago. So we're going to see how the stations things go. I think it's going to go well because not everybody has to do the same activity and they can choose what they want to do. So instead of forcing the whole class to watch book trailers and it's like pulling teeth to, you know, when we do like book tastings and book speed dating and stuff, they won't even get up to switch tables. The kids are like, oh, this is stupid, you know, that kind of thing. And some of them do really enjoy it. So this way they'll have a choice. And if they really enjoy it, they can go do the book tastings or watch the book trailers. And if they don't have to. And it'll be interesting to see if maybe there's a station that nobody goes to, so I'll know that I don't even need to offer that. And normally I'd like to offer the makerspace as a station as well. And I had an activity planned and everything for it, but there were two problems. One, the activity was too broad because they could have used like any supplies in there. I think from now on, I just need to have like one little thing that they could do in 20 minutes, you know, that make a bracelet about blah, 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 or make, you know, watch this video about how to make an origami cat, or, you know, whatever it is, but maybe it's themed to whatever they're doing in class, you know. But the other class will be coming in here using the makerspace supplies, so I didn't want the two classes combining at all. In fact, I'm going to try to keep them as separate as possible, because some of the classes are really big and not the most well-behaved classes coming tomorrow, like the kind of the bad ones is coming. So I want to keep the kids as separate as possible. But I thought the only reason that the kids would need to come to this side of the library with the makerspace stuff is to check out like romance or graphic novels. Other than that, we're going to keep them all over there. But ideally in the future, one day, maybe we do spread out a little more, or maybe not, because maybe trying to watch them all at the same time with this huge big library would be difficult. But if the teacher is sitting over there, then I'll kind of be just running around everywhere. So I imagine getting lots of steps in tomorrow, and I'm wearing my tennis shoes. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. I'll talk to you again later. Bye.